Hi y'all, it's Wendy Wisdom. Just wanted to come to you very briefly and talk about why we struggle to get unstuck from our pain. And so a lot of times you'll see a person who has been hurt or disappointed by somebody, and you would think it's like the worst thing that ever happened to them. It'll take them months, years, decades to even let go and try to make peace with themselves about the situation, and to even forgive the person who offended or wounded them. And so we have to think a little deeper. The thing that really causes people to struggle to get unstuck and let things go, because they have other unresolved issues, and this is a pattern of holding on to hurts. It's a pattern of feeling like a victim. It's a pattern of feeling like this is another situation that resembles my past traumatic situations where I felt emotionally abandoned, dismissed, rejected, or neglected. And so we take these wounds or unresolved grief into adult relationships, and then we try to resolve them instead of making peace with the fact that daddy abandoned me, mommy rejected me, mom abandoned me. I may have had a mom in the home, but she was not emotionally available to me, or she was mean-spirited, or she broke my spirit with her words, or my father was a provider, but he was not there for me, or my father made promises and never came home, or he never picked me up. My father didn't teach me how to be a man. My father didn't teach me how women are supposed to be treated. Whatever your earlier challenges were with your parents, it has shaped who you are as a person. It has shaped your personality. It has shaped and formed how you relate to things in your life and situations, okay? And so in order to uproot from the dysfunctional relationship patterns that we have, which causes us to be self-defeating kind of bit. So for instance, if I have learned that my feelings do not matter, if I've tried to express myself to say, hey mom, this is what made me upset, and I was yelled at, I was dismissed, I was ignored, or it was brushed to the side, that teaches you that your feelings are unimportant, right? And so we grow up learning that our feelings are to be dismissed. You'll start to dismiss your own feelings. You'll start to reject and abandon your own self. And then we get in relationships and friendships with people, and we have this high expectation of them. We want them to be our mothers. We want them to be our fathers. We want to be nurtured by them, and they don't have the capacity to do that. And so in order to start feeling more fulfilled in your friendships and your relationships and to get unstuck, you have to make peace with the very things that you feel broke you, the very things that you feel abandoned you, the very things that you feel rejected you, the very persons you felt did not protect you or nurture you or provide for you or edify you. We have to let these people go from our little prison that we have them in. And a lot of times it's a part of us that feels like until this relationship works out the way I want it to, until I get my mom to act the way I think she should, or treat me the way she treats my brother, or the way she treats my sister, I'm not going to be happy. Please do not do that to yourself. That is the biggest waste of time. It is like trying to breathe life into something that is dead. It's like trying to get oil to turn into water. It's just not going to happen. And so we get stuck because we have this rebellious nature that tells us until this turns around or changes or gets right, because I deserve XYZ, or until this person does this, I can't move. Why should I trust? Why should I hope? Why should I pray about things anymore? You know, these things are not working out for me. Maybe I'm unworthy. Maybe it's just, maybe it's something wrong with me. And I'm here to tell you that sometimes our parents, they did not read a book on how to be, the best parents. And so we got to cut them a little slack, They come from an older day and time where they may have been provided for, but they may did not get the proper tools to parent you, right? And so we have to have a little compassion on them for that. Not excusing any heinous experiences or very traumatic experiences you've had, but what I'm saying is blaming and trying to stay stuck in what has happened or staying stuck attached to the pain or the narrative and story of what happened to you, that's not helpful either. So what you can do to help yourself uproot some of this anguish and pain and grief, what you can do is call a thing. Just write down, this is what I needed, this is what I did not get, and what am I going to do about the fact that I didn't get it? And understand that you're never going to get it from your mother. The very things that you need the most, you're never going to get from that father. And if you're an adult, which I hope everybody's an adult, listen to this, you have to have a new relationship dynamic with that parent. You're not a child anymore. They can't erase or undo whatever's been done. All you can do is grow through it and move forward. And so to get unstuck, you're going to have to call a thing, identify the pain, and then you're going to have to release it, make peace with it, recognize, again, this is the relationship dynamic I have to have with this parent. I have to love this parent or loved one from afar. I have to love this friend from afar, or, you know, this business partner or this professional affiliate, whatever it is. Set your boundaries, okay? But I need you to release the attachment to an outcome. Trying to change a person, trying to make them see it your way, it's probably not going to happen if you've made numerous attempts to appease them, please them, get them to see it your way, get them to cooperate with your vision and perspective. We're killing ourselves because we're trying to change things that God is showing you is not going to change. You need to change. You have to let some things go because you should have never held it in the first place.